Hey there.
So I was getting some phlegm out there.
Oh, okay, I can see you having quite a bit of that. So, hey there, and welcome to another episode of Two Guys, One Crypt. I'm one of your hosts, JB, here with my my very bald co-host, Charles Nasty. How's it going, buddy?
It's going all right, bro.
Just all right?
Yeah, actually, no. Actually, things are going pretty decent here lately, and I'm really excited about something that I'm doing next weekend.
What are you doing next weekend?
I'm gonna go with my buddy Jason, and we're staying the weekend at the camp where they film Jason Lives.
Very
And
cool.
we're getting the director is going to be there to answer questions and all kinds of cool stuff. We're going to end up watching the movie like over on a big screen or something by the lake, and we get camper shirts. So
Oh, nice,
I got
nice.
lucky enough because
Go ahead.
lucky because my buddy and his girlfriend were supposed to, and she bailed out, so I got it. So
Very
it's gonna be
cool.
fun.
Right. Well, hey, don't forget about me when you go there, man. If they got souvenirs, I like those Jason films myself. So, anyways, man, we have a pretty fucking fun
Well, yeah.
episode planned for tonight, dude. Don't we?
I hold on. You broke up there for a minute.
Yeah, you're getting pretty laggy. You are getting laggy. But yes, we do have a really fun episode for tonight, everybody. We are going to be talking. Yeah, really. We are going to be talking about a pretty controversial film. Are you okay? I can hear you breathing heavily.
I'll be right back, bro. I can't.
You're fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. So, anyways, we're going to be talking about a pretty controversial film, done by I feel weird saying it, but by one of my favorite directors, Tom Six. And we're going to be doing that with a very special guest, somebody we haven't had on for a while, but he's a pretty fucking sweet dude. He's our buddy from Star Control and Desks, Perry. How's it going, buddy?
What's up?
Hey, man. So what's new with you, dude?
Huh? No, nothing. Chill. Yeah. It's late at night.
Yeah, that's for sure. I feel you there, man. I really, really do.
Yeah, but it's cool though. It's cool.
Yeah.
Not much, man. Living the dream.
Living the dream. Well, sometimes that's the best you got, You have any new music or any new material coming out soon for everybody?
Just put something out today. I've been really backed up with doing shit, so I haven't really done a lot, but I just put something out today with my friend Beth, who's already sung on one of my songs way back when. She's in a band called Where We Sleep. She just put out a new record too. It's really, really good. And she did a guest spot on a song that we put out, myself and Patrick put out today. So it's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Yeah, but I haven't really had time to do anything. I've been too busy taking my daughter around the country and her horses and shit. So
right. Oh no, I gotta take my kid and her horses out.
I'll tell you right now, man, those horse shows are not easy to do. It's a lot of prep,
Oh, I completely believe it, dude.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really, really tough. It's like by the time before I get there, I'm tired. When I get back, I'm ultra tired. I'm like, so.
Well, it makes sense, dude. My oldest, we used to do the horseback riding thing with her for a while until she kind of, I don't know, I guess she kind of just got sick of all the work that you have to do. Because a lot of people don't realize that there's a lot of fucking work when it comes to those
It's a ton of prep. And then, I got the RV and stuff, so I got to pack it, clean it. You know what I mean? Just, I'm one of those people who's really always over prepared, which is not a bad thing, right?
No, not at all. Not at all.
So, yeah. So it's kept me from doing a lot of music already. But, winter's coming, so.
Right. It looks like Chuck got laggy again and had to dip out.
He's not even there anymore. Uh-oh.
Oh man, well,
That's all right.
whatever.
He'll come
Well, we're still gonna have fun without him then. That still sounds really awesome, man. I'm really happy for you, and it's
back.
still, regardless of all the work, it's still cool to be able to have something that you can do with your kid like that and still have fun. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
'cause we get to, you're traveling a lot. The two of us are traveling a lot, and you know,
Yeah.
we just get to kind of keep in touch with everything that's going on with her. Not that I don't know anyway. I mean, she's texting me right now from upstairs. So
We should have probably had her on the show instead of Chuck tonight.
yeah, probably right. I'm sure she probably would have done it too. She was actually asking me what time they're doing a live stream of a punk show over in Blackpool in England tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Every year it's something called Rebellion, but this year it's been cut down because of COVID and everything. So they're doing something tomorrow called Hits 25, and the UK subs are playing it. And she's asking me what time they're playing so we can arrange her horseback riding so she can see the UK subs. So it's pretty cool,
That is really cool, man.
Yeah. So,
yeah. So, well, so I guess, anyways, we should probably go ahead and jump into what movie we're doing since, Chuck ain't here anyway. We're just going to continue the show. So this week we're going to be doing a film from 2009, directed and written by Mr. Tom Six himself. And of course, here comes Charles.
I see him. He's back.
There he is, having internet issues.
I'm so aggravated right now. It's having fun.
Hey, it's okay. We can at least hear you, even if your screen freezes.
We can
So
at least hear you. So
yeah.
Maybe just let it
You
go.
you sound like a skipping CD to me right now.
Oh boy.
Maybe you should move closer to the modem and take everybody else in your house and tell them to turn off their streaming, because that's probably what's killing you. Is you probably have every other TV running something streaming, or every other phone or tablet, and that's going to take your bandwidth. But while you go and
it looks like it just took it anyway.
Right. So, anyways, we got David chiming in here too, talking about Jason Lives has many references to Frankenstein, like the hardware store that Tommy calls Linda from is Hard Karloff, who's a reference to Boris Karloff in the scene where Tommy and all take up Jason's grave. Yeah, very cool. I did not realize that. And let's see here. So anyways, we're going to be talking about the Human Centipede. I know it's a favorite movie of most people. I know, like I said, it's a pretty controversial film. It's one of those where you're definitely either going to love it or you're going to hate it. There's realistically not a lot of in between room on something like this, but we'll talk about it a little bit more anyway. So this movie stars what's his name, Dieter Laser as Dr. Hyder. We got Ashley C. Williams as Lindsay, and we got Chuck Nasty coming in, probably really bad internet again. We got Ashlyn Yenny as Jenny, Akiro Kitamuro as Katsuro. Those are pretty much like our main actors. We also got Peter Blankenstein.
Awesome.
I 100% fucking agree with you on that.
It was just so he made the movie for me, honestly. Except for anyway, go ahead. But,
we will get there. Trust me, we will get there. So, anyways, Chuck, man, how you feeling? Can you hear us good? I'm gonna take
it's still being fucking choppy. Yeah.
Well,
like I'm really pissed off right now. Like I'm super pissed off right now. Everybody else in my household using the internet said that it acted weird a minute ago too. We've got storms going back and forth in here.
Storm time.
I don't know.
Well, we're gonna have to figure something out and just keep rolling with it because there's really nothing else we can do.
Well, can you hear me right now?
Data. Yeah, we can hear you just fine.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. You're right there.
Okay. Now everything's fine right now at this moment.
Well, then let's go ahead and quick. Chuck, go through the walkthrough. Try to make it longer than one sentence, asshole.
Okay. We're going to try this. See how long this lasts here for me. Are we still good? Can you still hear me okay?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
All right, just making sure. Jesus fucking. All right, so this film opens up with this creepy ass guy, Doctor. Is it Hader?
Yes.
How do you pronounce that?
I've been saying Hader.
Hader.
Yeah.
Well, he's on the side of the road, and huh? Oh, come on! It's still doing it.
Just keep talking, dude.
There you go, dude.
Keep it going.
What is the fucking deal?
I don't know.
I'm trying.
You got it.
It froze up for a second there again. Anyway, so all right.
Don't watch the video.
So the doctor's on the side of the road, and it's what?
I said, don't watch the video. We can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll try my best, but I don't. I'm so aggravated right now. This is really disheartening.
All right, dude.
So,
don't worry about it.
like especially. But anyway, so the doctor's on the side of the road, and he's looking at these creepy ass pictures. Well, they're just not really creepy; they're just weird, and it's of his 3 dogs, with their noses at each other's asses. And you're trying to figure out, okay, that's fucking weird for one. And then a trucker pulls up behind him, and then he kidnaps like the trucker. I can't remember if it actually shows him kidnapping or you just figure out later on. But then it goes. Yeah, okay, that's what it was. I know it was something like that. I was also doing stuff.
He got out of the truck to take a poop, and then he went out with his dart gun and knocked him out cold. And that's all I remember from that part.
Remember that.
That's right. Okay.
Next time you step outside your truck to take a poop.
Yeah.
Watch out for this creepy asshole. So then it switches to these 2 girls. Was it Lindsay and Jenny?
I think so.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. And they're from America, and they're visiting Germany, and they're at some hotel, and they're on the phone with their friends trying to get to some party or some shit. And
so they were on the phone with somebody trying to get directions to a club, and then one of their friends called.
Yeah. And they end up going to wherever the fuck, and they end up breaking down. And upon breaking down, they end up running into some weird dude that's willing to give them a ride, but he's really sketchy. And then they ended up at the weird ass. Yeah, because women love that.
It would have been better with what they dealt with after that.
Seriously.
I really wish they would have done it.
Right. So it's like talk about a bad decision that might have been a better decision. But
movie.
Yeah, right. I love this fucking film, just for the record. I do love this movie because it is so fucked up. So these girls, I know. Okay. Anyway, so the girls end up at they broke down all that shit, and they end up at this really crazy looking house that for some reason gives me the creeps. Just the way it looks, everything. Just I don't know. There's something about it. I don't know, something from my childhood or something. It really disturbs me. Architects. I don't know. I never thought it'd be creepy. But they get to this place, and that's where you meet the doctor again, looking completely disturbing. He's probably one of the most disturbing people to look at. He looks like he looks kind of like if a lizard or a frog could stand up. His big eyes and his like skinny like he's a very freaky guy. But upon them coming in there, he looks immediately annoyed, but then he also kind of has it in his head like, oh, okay, well, get something to drink for him. And then like they're drinking their water because they're wanting to use the phone to figure out something to get out of that place because they're already feeling kind of weird about it anyway. And one girl passes out. I can't remember which one, but one of them passes out. The other girl's trying to figure out what's going on.
Their drinks.
Yeah, well, he walks up to her, and she's like, "What's going on?" Blah blah blah, and he's like, "Rehypnol or whatever the fuck."
Yeah,
he's like red drug. Yeah, but the way he says it is just like, I don't know. It's something that one of my old drummers and one of my old bands used to actually repeat all the time, just because that movie was always talked about.
Because that's what he really did. No.
God, I would hope not. That'd be weird. But so both girls end up passing out, and the one girl tries to give a good fight, but she loses miserably. And they both wake up in like a makeshift surgery room with the trucker and a Chinese guy. And the doctor walks over to the truck driver and says, "You're not a match. I'm sorry, my friend, I'm going to have to kill you." And he kills him. And the girls start freaking out and all this shit. And I think that's the point where one of the girls actually tries to leave. She tries to get up and go. Was that point?
Yes, that's the point. Yep.
Yeah, she gets up, but she goes running through the house, and then she finds herself in a pool. And in the pool, she thinks she's safe. He has a gun, a rifle, and he chases her all the way through the house, tries to even bust through the window and all this shit, trying to get to her. Well, she jumps in the pool, and while she's in the pool, he's pretty much got her cornered. And he tells her one thing that just, I don't know, when I first saw this movie, the words that came out of his mouth just made you go, ooh. He's like, gross. You'll be the middle. And it's like, oh, just shoot me in the head, man. Just shoot me in the head.
Yeah, so at the time.
Yeah. So she ends up going back, and he takes her back to the little surgical room and stuff. And that's around the time that he starts giving out the little lessons about what he's wanting to do. Oh yeah, famous scene right here. And he's just so like, it's like his life's work to make this centipede thing. He's so happy with it. Yeah. And like what's the whole time you're watching this part, it's just, I don't know, to know like, okay, this is what you're going to do. It's like when you go into a surgery or something and they're explaining the process of what they're going to do and all that. And it's like, I kind of wish you just wouldn't have told me anything. Like, I don't want to know.
Same thing, but because the more he was explaining, the more I was trying to figure it out, which made it worse.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's just like, Yeah. Well, he ends up doing the surgery and everything and starts trying to train them like an animal. Beating them, being pissed off at them, like somebody who would be pissed off at a dog or whatever, and treat them like shit. And the one point is where they're going over and over again. The Chinese guys up front, the girls are in the back, and he's refusing to eat and all this stuff. And finally, he has to eat. And I think he actually like says something like, "I'm sorry" or "forgive me" or whatever. And he starts eating. And then when they're out and they're, I think they're out in the yard or whatever. And he starts like getting that look on his face, like, he's really getting one out there. And like the guy just keeps screaming, feed them. Like, you're like, oh my God. And it's just like, it's so gross. It's wonderful. It's disgusting in so many ways. Yeah. Well, then shortly after that, they do. I think it's the pool thing where they try to get out, and he ends up beating them or some shit. And then the cops come by, and they start asking him questions about, I guess, the girls who went missing. And I'm trying to think. I guess that's around the time when, I guess shortly after that, around that time, they actually retaliate against him and attack him. I'm probably skipping out some things, but whatever. They attack the doctor and actually get him pretty good, which the one guy actually bit him once before and showed that he could actually draw blood. So he bit him again, and it was this whole chase scene with the doctor all bloody on the floor and them trying to run away. And upon running,
because the Japanese guy got his hands on a scalpel and he stabbed him in the foot.
Mm-hmm.
Running away is also quite the stretch.
Yeah.
Well,
hobbling away, maybe.
They wouldn't have been able to get away if it wasn't for the fact that he was disabled at that moment from walking or going that fast. But they end up going into a room. They try to bust in like the window. They end up getting the window broken, and the doctor comes in and has a stare off and a standoff with the Chinese guy, and the Chinese guy ends up taking the glass and cuts his throat open, and then he ends up having the glass redone and all this shit. I think I might be messing some things up. I don't know, but
yeah,
I am. Right. I am totally, yeah. Because the cops come back over.
Yeah, because the cops came back over before he cut his neck. The Japanese dude before he cut himself with the glass.
Right.
Yeah,
and by the way, you are correct, Perry. He is Japanese, not the Chinese dude.
Yeah.
Well, reading. Well, to be perfectly honest though, when reading up on things just to get my head more, it just said the Chinese guy. So I was like, oh, I guess it's Chinese. Yeah, so I wasn't being racist or nothing. I was just just what I read.
I wasn't saying you were being racist.
No.
No. Go ahead though.
Yes, that's what happened because the cops had left, and then that whole thing went down where the centipede Japanese dude stabbed the doctor in the foot. And during that whole thing, when they were trying to escape, and the doctor was
the doctor was in the pool area. Cop came in, he shot the cop, and then both cops ended up shot. He got shot in the head.
And he got shot in the head.
Yeah.
Right. And then we get the end of the movie pretty much, which is probably one of my, I will say right now, with kind of spoiling a little bit,
it's kind of
down one of my favorite endings to a movie, period.
Why?
Well, the first guy's dead, the second guy's dead, the girl in the middle is alive, and the movie ends. Something about that's like, holy fucking shit. Now, that's the way to end a movie.
I actually watched all the credits to see if something happened.
Oh, right.
But nope, nothing.
No. This wasn't done in the time of Marvel films. Imagine what the ending sequence would have been to this right here, introducing us to, oh God, what's his face from the second one? I can't
Martin?
Is it Martin? Is that what his name is?
Martin.
Could you imagine the blooper reels of this movie?
I would like to see that. I would like to see blooper reels to this movie. Because it's such a dark movie.
It really is.
Did the Japanese dude wash his ass? And then I was thinking about the girl in the middle. Did she wash her ass? And then, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, were they cleaning?
I
would say he probably washed them up before surgery. He seemed pretty professional about it.
Yeah, he was the leading surgeon for taking apart Siamese twins.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming he had some kind. Well, no, the cleanliness probably wasn't there too much because that third girl had such a bad infection.
That she was dying.
So she had that. It looked like eggs at the end of his finger, and he like smelled it, and he was like.
It was supposed to be pus.
Well, she was eating shit from two other people, like double digested food. Like it's not going to end up well for anybody.
No.
Like I don't know. I encourage anybody to eat double digested food and see how it feels, but I'm sure it's not going to be that fucking great. That's for sure. So anyways, we went ahead and talked about this movie already. Well, at least went through a basic description of what this movie's about. So
I think I did pretty good that time.
Hey, much better than what was that one movie? What was the one that you did? It was like one sentence. It was like nothing. But
I don't remember what that was, but yeah.
I'm sure if I go back and look through them, I'm sure I'll find it pretty quickly. But either way, I want to go ahead and let's go around the room real quick and talk about what we liked about this movie, what we didn't like, whatever, and give it our personal rating between 1 and 10. So
10?
Yeah, 1 and 10, 1 and 10. So with that being said, Perry, since you're our guest today, why don't you go ahead and lead us off, buddy?
Well, Can Chuck go first, please?
Okay, just in case Chuck's internet dies again. Chuck, why don't you go first?
All right. So when I first saw this movie, because I'd heard about it, and there was the whole like, oh god, it's so fucked up, blah blah. So of course, it had to be one of those nights where I hung out with my friends, and we're like, we all got to watch this movie and get real stoned and all that shit. And other people were like really grossed out by it, but like I just thought it was really intriguing. It was, I don't know, I just thought it was so fucked up that it was just a good movie, and I really enjoy it quite a bit. Dr. Hyder, whatever his name is. I think he's creepy as shit. I think he's great in this movie. The whole thing it's very dark. It's like it's a very serious movie, but what it's talking about, because we're a generation of dick and fart jokes still. It's kind of hard to take it seriously. A lot of ways,
like
I mean, for a lot of people. Right, I know. But I mean, I think it's actually a really well done movie. I really, really enjoy this film a lot, and I would have to say that. Say 1 to 10, I'd probably say that I'll give it a good 8. I'll give it a good 8.
That's
But also found out like the reason this whole thing came about was it was a joke, kind of a joke thing or whatever, that the director would talk about with his friends or whatever about what they should do to pedophiles. And then also there was the guy known as Angel of Death, the Nazi who did experiments on people, Joseph Miguel or whatever, Megel, whatever, I can't remember, but it was something like that. It's based on those two ideas, and I don't know. I thought it was kind of interesting, but yeah, I give it an 8. I like it. I enjoyed this. And I really hate that my internet wanted to fuck up the first like 10 minutes.
Well, what can you do? So, how about you, Barry?
Oh boy. Here's the funny thing about this is that I think I was saying this earlier, that like back when that movie came out, it might have been really, really shocking. And I kind of feel like if it had come out now, it really wouldn't have been that shocking. Oddly enough, because it was only 2009, right?
Right.
I mean, yeah, it was disturbing. It just at times, but it like, to me at this point, I was kind of like, oh, well, what about, the littlest things, like when they were filming this, that they washed their butts, you know what I mean? Like, and like little stupid shit like that. I was thinking, like, did they do that? And I mean, honestly, it wasn't a terrible movie. It really wasn't. It was tough to watch at times. You're like, what the fuck, But the acting was actually pretty cool. That Japanese dude was awesome.
Oh yeah, I agree with you there.
Really was, like, his acting.
I believed he was really mad.
I think he was really mad too.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if you had someone, stitched to your butthole, you might not be very happy, but
I wasn't very happy.
No, but it was cool in that sense. Like, he was really, really good. The doctor was really good. It wasn't a terrible movie. It might have been shocking, like I said, for the time, but I don't think it's shocking at this point. I mean, look what we've lived through just in the past 2 years. Nothing is shocking at this point, is it?
Yeah.
So,
very true.
So I don't know. I mean, out of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it a 4, 5, maybe 5. I'd give it in between. I give it a 5. For sure. I couldn't give it an 8 because, I mean, I wouldn't go back to it and watch it again. You know what I mean? Like,
I would. I
mean, I had to. I had already seen it once before, and I had to watch this, to do this tonight, so I had to watch it again. And I was remembering it, thinking, "Holy shit! Oh God! Oh,
Next time we have Perry on, we're just going to be reviewing. Was it 2 Girls, 1 Cup?
Yeah.
We're just going to keep trying to make it weirder and weirder for you until you're just like, fuck these dudes.
Like, why didn't you just watch that instead? Like, is it just would have been better? You know?
That makes me want to puke.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It's all fake.
Yeah,
but
I know,
it's still gross.
It's still wrong. It's fucked up. So yeah, I'd give it a 5. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
All right, that's pretty fair though. That's still fair.
But I'd like to see 2 and 3 now. Maybe just 2.
No, 3 is definitely hits more of the comedic side, but 2 to me is more disturbing than 1.
That's what Chuck was saying. He said it was a little dirty.
You feel like you need a really hot shower after watching 2, but I don't think it's like horrible. Like, it's not Aftermath,
Right?
you know. Like, there is way worse out there. Trust me, you know. I guess when it comes to me for this movie, I completely agree with what you were saying there, Perry, about Akiro in this movie. I mean, he fucking nailed it. He did a killer job on this, and
he did.
You know, Mr. Laser. God damn it! What a cool fucking name, Dieter Laser.
Yeah,
and then,
I was thinking the same thing too.
And then what a creepy looking motherfucker, dude! Like he pulled that role off just by just the appearance alone.
Is there a press photo of that guy anywhere, like real life photo
of just him standard?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure there is. Give me a second. I'll go ahead and look what I'm talking.
He looks the same.
I only ask because I'm wondering what he looks like, you know, like just a normal
like when he's out hanging out.
Or just at a cafe or some shit.
Like Dan.
Yeah, dinner, whatever the fuck you can find, but you know.
I'll see what I can come up with. He's quite the looker, dude. That's for sure, man.
I'm just wondering, there's like an everyday photo of this guy just to see what he actually, like him walking his pet or something,
Well, I don't know.
Like Danzig behind like kitty litter.
Yeah, exactly.
Big Danzig.
Yeah.
I don't know if he has a pet. I think he turned him into a centipede. But anyway,
He actually really does this.
I guess when it comes to like my opinion of this movie, like I do thoroughly enjoy it. I do find it to be a fun movie. Mm-hmm. I find it to be one of those. There you go, Barry. By the way.
Oh, so he's just as fucking creepy in real life as he is in the movie.
Yeah,
pretty much no different. And
right.
That guy is straight up. What's his criminal history?
I don't know, but I will say that like he doesn't do like a shit ton of films out there, but I mean he does some. He does play like the professor kind of doctor type character in quite a few roles. So it's not like one or two things. Like he's definitely been typecasted as that kind of person. He started acting back in the fucking 60s though.
Really?
Like oh yeah, and it looks like a lot of it's German, which is not very surprising at all. I'm not even going to try to pronounce half the stuff that he's been in, but he's been around and he was able to do all that stuff as well as coming back and doing everything here. Not to mention though, he also fucking killed it because not only was he in this one, he's actually in part 3 as well too.
Oh,
he
really?
does have he it's not like a huge part of the movie or anything, but he's definitely in it. And it's still fun. But back to what I thought about this though. I thought both of them fucking nailed this role. As far as the our two female leads for this one, Ashley Williams and Ashlyn Yenny, I personally, those ones could have been replaced with anybody else, and it would have been just as good. Like neither of them really stood out in the movie for me personally.
They were nothing. They were like everyday bimbos you could have.
Yeah, Peter Blankenstein. I do really like him. He played the older looking cop, and he's been in quite a few things too. Well, I don't know about quite a few things, but he's been more than most people. Well, yeah, he's been in a few things, dude. Like I said, what was he? He was in the Dinner Club. He's in some. He was in Brimstone. Have you ever saw Brimstone?
Yeah, I have. Yeah,
I've heard of it.
Yeah. So I mean, like he's been in a few things. You know, he's definitely somebody that you do notice when he's on screen, though. He's a pretty decent actor, and I really like the whole idea of like, and you don't get this in a lot of movies, especially nowadays, but they did the whole like German background, everything going on, but they really cast German people for it. I really fucking like that. It definitely brought out the like authenticity of the film, and kind of like just made it shine just a little bit more, which I really enjoyed that part of it. Overall, like this is one of those where it's like it's hard to really rate it because you're like rating it on so many different like kind of like ways. By the way, the effects in this movie were fucking great for what they were.
Oh yeah.
But no CGI.
They weren't overdone.
Love it.
Yeah.
No, not at all. It was like the perfect amount. Like he didn't overkill it at all. He didn't like add too much gore, just enough gore, enough to sicken you.
The pus that he squeezed out of the girl's face because he knew she had infection, it was orange. Come on. Nobody has orange pus.
I'm not a pus professional. I can't answer that one. I'll be honest.
I am. And this is the little shit I was picking on. I was like, really, dude? It's orange.
Yeah, well.
No.
I thought the scarring that they were using around her face, like for instance, right here. So we see like the staples and stuff around her face, like from somebody who's had over 100 staples in them. That looked pretty fucking legit.
Yeah. And
like clearly, I don't know who they had doing the special effects for this. Unfortunately, with the art directions, Stefan Johannes. Well, the makeup department's probably where this would be. Like what Rachel? I can't say that name. And then Eric and Rob Hellenbrink. Either way, I mean, they did a fucking great job. Like the effects in this were killer. I was really, really happy with that. But like I was saying, it's kind of hard to rate this movie, especially when you have something like, let's just throw it out there, like The Goonies, which is like a fucking 9 to me. So you get something like that, it's like hard to rate this movie in comparison to all other movies. But I'd still give this one like a solid like 7.5. I thought it was still a lot of fun, a good amount of gore, and this. I don't know about you guys, but this was the first Tom Six movie I saw, and this is one of the things that really got me in love with the dude.
Yep.
And I will say for those out there, like, dude, check out Tom Six. Look at his stuff on Twitter, especially. This dude is pretty much just trying to get a movie released right now, and I would fucking love to see the what's it called, the Onania Club. And I mean, there's a trailer out there for it. It looks fucking crazy as shit if you're into things that are kind of shocking, but follow him and see some of the controversy that's going on with it, because he
want to watch a whole bunch of women rubbing one out to like sick shit. Yeah.
Well, you just watch the Human Centipede. What the fuck do you expect from the dude? Let's just be honest right now. You know what I mean? Wait till you see part 2, and then you'll be like, you know what? I get it. I understand.
I believe it.
Right. So, anyways, I guess to catch up on some of these comments real fast, David, this movie brings back the stereotype that the mad scientist trope. Scientists who are so overconfident and obsessed with world domination. Kind of in a way. To me, this one kind of had more of like, kind of what Chuck was hinting at earlier. Like we get like the Nazi vibe.
Yeah.
Like at least that's what I got from it a little bit there.
This is definitely not somebody trying to take over the world, really. I mean, I guess it will give that vibe a little bit. I get that, but
right. It's not like Pinky in the Brain.
Yeah.
Joe saying, "What's up, Chuck? I see how it is."
What's up, Joe?
Not me, just Chuck. Fuck you, Charles Dynasty. And then we got Final Gamer or Kevin. Thought I was stop by and say hello before bed. Thank you, Kevin. Greatly appreciated, man, and hopefully you have a great night, dude.
Well, we
So,
made it better by the last thing he hears before he goes to sleep. So that's on him.
yeah, you get to hear our voices, our
Good
soothing
night.
voice,
Go to sleep.
talking about the human centipede.
Yeah, right.
Really.
I did enjoy this movie though. That's for sure, and I really do hope other people do check it out and do like this movie as well. It's one that's really worth a shot. You're gonna end up watching shitty movies sometimes, so why not just enjoy one once in a while? And this is, it's not
I don't think it's
overly,
shitty.
huh?
I don't think it's shitty at all.
Well, I didn't mean it like that or anything, but I'm just saying like
No, I
it's.
mean, what was that movie that didn't we review those two? What was it? What were those movies that we did? The Snowman movies.
Jack
Oh,
Frost.
Jack Frost, right?
Yeah.
Those were shitty movies.
Right, yeah.
This one was not a shitty. Well, I mean, it did get a little shitty when he shit, but
So was Monstered, but it's a different kind of shit.
Yeah, well, that was different.
It's a running pattern with our show.
Yeah, Jack Frost was like, come on, but this one you could actually sit through.
Right.
And
yeah. And I still stick to what I said. The ending of this movie, it's one of those where it's just you will never forget the ending. That's for sure. Like, when especially going back to like how Chuck during the walkthrough, you're like, oh, you'll be the middle.
Yeah.
She stayed the middle. We don't know what the fuck happened at the end of her. Like it's great. Like, and as far as a horror movie, that's the way an ending should be. I'm personally, I don't know about you guys, but I'm so sick of a lot of these new horror films. Go and watch them, and it's like happy ending. What the fuck is that shit?
Yeah, really. Yeah.
He was right in doing it that way. But again, that's the other reason why I watched it to the credits to the end, because I thought maybe, but nope.
No, unfortunately, there's not. And I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't watch it all the way to the end of the credits or whatever this time. But the first time I watched this movie, I was definitely waiting for some kind of scene near the end for them to just be like, like maybe a different cop coming in there and noticing what happened because those other cops didn't report back in time, or just something else, but nothing happened. And even in part 2, we don't really get to know. Man, part 2 so fucked.
Part 2's got a really good story to it. I really like.
Yeah, it's nice.
I'm gonna watch it tonight, so don't.
It's all about a guy being obsessed with the first one.
Oh, yeah. Really?
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. It's really fucked up. There's some fucked up shit in it.
Right.
It's fucked up.
But this is a horror movie to me that ends on a good note. Like
fucked up.
Yeah, it is. I truly wish that we had more horror movies like this, though, where it's just the ending is it's fucked. Like that. Yeah. That's what a horror movie is supposed to be about. It's supposed to make you feel fucking weird and gross and fucking scared and nervous. It's supposed to give you those feelings, especially by the end of it. You shouldn't watch a fucking horror movie and then at the end of it be like, oh, I'm so happy the 9 main characters all fucking lived so we get a sequel.
Yeah, it said no one ever.
Limbs cut off, but you know what? Joey's fine.
Meh.
Exactly.
Right.
But Joey lived, but his whole family was, slaughtered. But part 2 is coming because Joey lived. Joey grew up.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what we get. I want to see more horror films where everybody's dead at the end. I know it sounds horrible, but
no, it's not. How is it horrible if you?
Right. What was the last?
Horrible if you're watching a horror movie in the first place, right?
Right. Well, I mean, if you combine this with the episode we did before,
it's not Disney, right? So make it fucking where everybody just dies. Roll the credits.
No, I agree. But if you combine with what I just said now compared to like what I said with the last episode, it's like, so this guy just wants everybody to die and he wants a child murdered in every film. So It's like, yeah, I might be a little fucked up, but god damn it, do I love really good fucked up shit. So, anybody else? Do you guys have anything else you want to add to this?
No.
No.
If you haven't seen part 3, I'm just gonna say one thing to you: dried clitorises. That's all I gotta say.
I've
Okay.
seen that meme.
Human Centipede, man. They're classics. I'm telling you.
Oh god.
Woo!
So I also want to go ahead and throw this out there just for anybody who is a fan of this movie. So if you go to sixentertainmentcompany.com and check out the shop that he has, you can actually purchase quite a few really cool items from his shop, including, was there t-shirts, there's hats, there's movies, there's like a painting that he did. But eventually, if you go through some of these things, you start to see movie props. Like he has the Bill Boss hat sign from part 3. The Hyder's original sunglasses from this movie are on sale on there. There's but Martin's original lab coat is on there. And, it's all in euro because obviously they're over there. But, there's some of the things that he sells are just
there.
Like Chuck's favorite thing, the original, the 3 dogs picture signed.
Yeah.
That's on there. You know what I mean?
I would love to have that. I would hang it up in my house, and only the people that would know would know. It would just be this random picture to most people. They'd be like, "What the fuck is that?"
Right. Not to mention from part 3, we got Brie Olson that's in that movie, and he is selling some of her outfits on there that she wore during the film, which
not washed.
Yeah, here's one of the descriptions. I'll just read it to you. It says an original Daisy outfit. An original outfit worn by Daisy in the Human Centipede 3, played by Brie Olson. The sale includes a blouse and skirt in the same combination as was used in the film. Never been washed, and the skirt is signed by Brie Olson. So if you want things that are pretty old and signed by Brie Olson, you go over to sixentertainmentcompany.com. What did you say?
Skid marks.
Probably.
Or just adds some value.
It very much so could. You never know. Especially with the career that woman's had, that would probably raise the value if there was something like that in there. Let's just be honest. People are fucking sick nowadays.
Yeah, they are nowadays.
Perry is like, man, we have been like this forever. Oh, man. So, anyways, before we go ahead and wrap up, Perry, is there anything that you can share with us, man? Is there any new things coming out in the future? Anything that we should be keeping an eye on?
We were going to do some gigs this year. It's not looking like we're going to do them at this point. That's mainly because of shit canceling, and it's just weird. From one day to the next, it's always different. So I don't, you know what I mean? I just don't know. More releases, that's for sure. Once things start to calm down for the summer, once summer's over and things calm down, we'll definitely have some more releases, and we will probably do a show. We've been offered a bunch of really good shows that we basically had to turn down because, we just don't know. We all got kids and we're all worried about shit. We're all vaccinated from this whole bullshit, but, we just don't know. And none of us want to die. We got time. We still got time left, you know what I mean? So we just don't want to fuck with it. So we're going to wait and see what happens for next year, and then, hit the road for sure.
Right. Well, hey, feel free to always get a hold of me if you need somebody to yell something into a microphone for you again.
Actually do, come to think of it. I'll get back to you on that one. But Yeah,
Ooh,
I do.
right. Well, just so
about
you
me,
know,
man?
the,
What about
the,
me?
the other guy who did it the
Chuck,
last time is in some kind of pedophilia trouble.
Yeah.
You know? So
Chuck, we just need to make a record, bro.
I know.
You know?
Highly agree. Highly agree.
It's just, we need that time to just be like, make a record,
you should.
Yeah.
You should. So
I'd be down, man. Hell yeah.
we got Joe here. All right, I dropped in to say hi. I popped in last week support for Sean last week. And JB said I should show support every week. He was right. I will when available. Have a good evening, gents.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joe. Appreciate it, dude. And as always, we hope everybody can sit there and share and actually support everybody. It's kind of what we do, and it's nice to be able to have an actual community of people that actually do want to go and support people and share things and be part of what everyone's doing. That's for sure.
Most of everybody I know has been in bed for the past 3 hours.
Right. Well, luckily I don't delete any of these videos, and they can go check them out anytime.
Yeah.
Clearly we get a lot more on the rewatch value, but it's still fun regardless. That's for sure, man. So, anyways, Joe, we're talking to Joe Perry, man. So I want to thank you so much for being able to stop in today, man. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop you down below, and me and Chuck are going to wrap this up, buddy. So feel free to stay there if you'd like to. If you got to go, it's understandable. But, man, we love you, dude. Thank you so much for coming back on.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming back on, dude. Always fun.
It's been a while. We missed you, man. We missed you.
Yeah, I know. It's always fun, dude. It's always like, chill, cool atmosphere. You know what I mean? So
definitely, I'm going to take it up in level the next time that you're on. I'm going to pick up like one of the most fucked up movies I've ever seen.
Well, don't do that to me, for God's. Well, I guess you could do that. I don't know what I want to do. My kitty said bye.
Bye, kitty. We're going to make Perry watch Zalo next time, guys.
Woohoo!
All right, man. Thank you so much, dude. We'll talk to you in a little bit.
Take care, fellas.
Bye. Another episode down, buddy. How does it feel?
It feels good.
Feels good.
I just wish my internet didn't suck so bad.
I can't tell you how much I wish the same. I really, really wish Chuck's internet didn't suck so bad. So,
can you see me right now?
Yeah, we can see you just fine. Yeah.
Yeah, you're frozen again, but as long as you can hear me and you can see me, so whatever.
So, if anybody's friends with Chuck, and actually listens to the show and everything, please go over to his house, or even better, just go and message him, try to get a PayPal link, and be like, hey, we are going to help you get better internet, man.
It's Spectrum's fault, dude. Spectrum's fault.
It's like you have like an actual dial-up connection.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's cool, man. So, dude, another one down. It's always fun. Just so everybody knows, next week, Tales from the Podcast, our good buddy Josh Nealis is going to be on, and we are going to be doing the episode Split Personality and talking about some of his new stuff going on with his Kickstarter, which, crazy enough, for those who don't know Josh Nealis, I mean, the dude's a comic book writer. He's great. I love it, but I don't even take my word for it. He started a Kickstarter. He's over 100% funded in like 2 days. Dude fucking nailed it out of the fucking park with it, dude.
Hell yeah.
He's a great dude, and like I told him, even though I'm friends with him and actually know him and everything, like it's just I wouldn't support it if I didn't like it. And obviously, the support coming in for him and being funded already it speaks for itself. The dude did a great job. I'm really excited for it. I don't know how much we're going to be talking about his Kickstarter since it's already funded, but we're going to have a lot of fun to be talking about some Tales from the Crypt next week. So hopefully everyone can join in and have a fun time with us. That's for sure.
I'm going to be at Crystal Lake.
Yeah, you will be. That's for sure. If you can, do you have anything else that you want to add in before we go, buddy?
Have we done a show since I did Metal Fest?
Have we done a show since Metal Fest?
Yeah, I can't remember.
I don't remember. I think so. I think the last one was afterwards.
Okay.
Wasn't it?
Maybe, I don't know. I was just saying that Metal Fest was a lot of fun. We had a good time there. Me and Bastard Sons of a Judas. We got a show coming up on the 27th in Louisville at a place called 21st Amendment with a band called Luther, who's bad as fuck, and another band called I'm drawing a blank. It's a weird name, but yeah, that's about all I really got going on. Going to Camp Crystal Lake next week, and gonna have fun there, and then then play that show on 27th. Oh, I got a colonoscopy coming up on Monday. Want to talk about that?
So, if anybody wants to donate to Chuck's PayPal, I'm pretty sure we could probably get this colonoscopy done and record it.
Yes.
So if you
That's
want
gonna
to
be the movie we watch next time, folks.
Join our Patreon, and for $10 at the $10 perk level, you can watch Chuck Nasty get a colonoscopy.
Hey, if it brings me money, I'm okay.
It's such a fucked up thing to do. I'm gonna start exploiting all the things that medically go wrong in your life.
It works, I guess.
Hey man, that one time I almost got you a couple $100 to shave your head, and you didn't do it.
It was to shave my beard.
Oh yeah, shave your beard, and then 2 weeks later, you shaved your beard for free.
Oh, it was a couple months later.
No, was it? It wasn't a couple months. It was way sooner than that.
No, it was way later than that.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Right.
You go on forever, JB.
Yeah, that's true. But anyways, man, it's been a fun time, a fun episode as always. Thanks everybody for listening. Check us out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, blah 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 blah. All of our fucking links are at talesfromthepodcast.com. We love you all, and with that being said, the crypt is closed.